This conference will now be recorded.
Hey, hi team. Welcome to Automation for Testers. In the last video, we have seen what is meant by JavaScript, where it is used, what kind of advantages that you have when you are using the JavaScript, and also we have seen from history how it got evoluted, and then is JavaScript and Java both are same or not? Those kind of things we have discussed. Now in this video, we are gonna see how the developer can use the JavaScript, not in depth, at high level, how you can make use of the JavaScript. Those things we will be seeing today. I will see first how to write anything to the console and how we can generate the alerts or display the alerts, or how we can write the content to the document using JavaScript, and also we'll see how to manipulate the objects using the JavaScript. Those kind of examples we'll see today. Okay, and let's start the with the practicals. Okay, so generally, right, so in automation testing, whoever already working, okay, so generally when they want to inspect anything, what they will do, simply inspect, and here you will get the DOM, and they will be identifying the locators, maybe CSS selector, expert, they will be doing it. So beside that, you can also find something called console section over here, right? So when I click on that console section, here you will get the plenty of options to work with your JavaScript. Okay, for example, if I want to print anything on the console, right? So in every statement, right, in any language, you will be having an option to print something on the console. Let's take a look at Java. You will be having system.out.println, and you take a look at Python. You have print option. The same thing in JavaScript also. You can print something to the console using one method that is called as. You can see you will get the suggestions also. You got plenty of suggestions, both related to the logic related, maybe for loops, maybe declaring the variables, everything that you can do over here, and maybe related to your DOM, maybe manipulating the objects, everything that you can write. If you want to practice anything, you can practice your JavaScript in this section also. Okay, so here you can see console dot log, and say for example, let me write welcome to JavaScript, right? So here if I press enter, you can see welcome to JavaScript is getting printed. Okay, so like this you can write something in the console section also. This is one of the way of writing the scripts, you can say, or else it's not a standardized way. I'm just it's like a kind of practice. For example, if I say variable I equal to 5, okay, and same thing if I say console.log, and you can see I, if I want to print it, and if I say enter 5, you can see 5 is getting printed. Like this you can write anything like command line prompt, how people use write it in Python. Okay, J shell kind of thing. The same thing you can write everything here. You can test everything, right? Okay, so like this you can make use of the console section. You can practice in the beginning. Yes, you can do this. Okay, so these are one way. And the other way we were discussing about is one is a normal one, the second one is alerts. Okay, let's see the how output can be generated using the alert. Okay, so to do that, right, so I have a sample application where it has some basic buttons over here. You can observe over here. So here you can see a couple of things are there, right? So here let me add any code over here. On clicking of this button, alert should come, right? So let's see how we can do that, right? So here this is a code that you have, right? So basic HTML, right? So this is a local file that I have, so I'm just modifying it. Okay, let's say on clicking of this button, alert should come, right? So in that case, how do you do? Okay, see here, you have one method. For example, on click you can see on click equal to, in double quotes you can say window dot alert, and then here you can say, one second guys, welcome to JavaScript. Okay, that's it. Save the notepad and refresh it, and here if you click on over here, one second, let me refresh and click window.alert. One second, let me check. Am I writing the correct syntax or not? Refresh, input, click for alert, on click, refresh. Okay, you can see, I think we don't need to use this parenthesis, just leave as it is, and you can see welcome to JavaScript is coming onto the alert. Okay, so this is how the alert gets generated. This is how you can make a validations if something text box is empty, user trying to submit that same to the server. If you want to have validations, you can write this one to any output. If the developer wants to give to the user, he can give it through the alert. Okay, this is how the alerts get generated in JavaScript. Window.alert is a method. The same thing you can also try in the console also. For example, if I say go to the console, come over here, say enter, you can see it is giving you the output. Okay, so this is one of the way of generating the output in JavaScript. Two things we have seen: one by using the console we have seen, the second one using the alert. Okay, and let's see in third way how we can manipulate the objects. Okay, so this document that writer will see later. Here we'll see what exactly how we can manipulate any object using the JavaScript. Okay, so here let's take a look at this example. What is my requirement is when I click on this load button, right? So here if you inspect, it has some value load or something, or you can say ID, anything is fine. Let me change this one to ID. That will be even better, easy for me. Just refresh and you can see it has some load. Okay, so ID, one second, value equal to, and also value is also load. That's fine. Refresh your page, you can see it has load. So on click on this one, some text should appear on the text box. This is my validation, or this is my logic that want to incorporate it. Okay, so here generally when you see any of the pages, right, so here it contains combination of all the tags and attributes and their values. Okay, so here in this page you can also integrate the JavaScript. Okay, for example, here in body, if I want to write any script that you need to write here, come to over here, you need to write inside of script tag, here instead of this you can implement anything. For example, let me write one function change change value, right? So here let me open and close bracket. So here, right, so what is my requirement on clicking of this one? So what I can do here, on click equal to, I want to call this method. Which method we have, guys? We have written this method, right? So on click, I want to call this method. What it does is whenever you click on this particular button, so this event will be triggered. This event will call this method, right? So whatever you write inside of that particular method will be executed for you. For example, what is my requirement? I want to change the value which is present inside of this text box, right? So by default nothing is there. When I click on load, it should enter something. Okay, so how I can do here, you can see document dot get element by id let's say my id is what, this load, right? Copy this and just paste it over here. Dot value, we all know there is a property, there is a attribute called as value, which makes the value to have something on the text box, right? So this is what that you use in the automation also. When you want to get anything from the text box, you will use get attribute of value. The same thing here. So here uh, i am I got loaded by dynamically, or I got loaded by JavaScript. I got loaded by JavaScript. Okay, so that's it, guys. So if you try to refresh your page and if you try to click on this load, okay, by id, let me change the input one. Input, one second, guys. Input type equal to text. This is sample, guys, my bad. So it should be sample. Okay, refresh your page and one second, am I making any mistake? Okay, this single quote, refresh, and there you can see I got loaded by JavaScript. Okay, so like this you can What JavaScript is, it takes completely browser into its control. You can every event it can trigger, it will do everything, guys. Okay, so that much powerful, that much capability that JavaScript is having. Okay, so many things that you can do, but basic level I'm just telling that okay, this can be done. Okay, so this is how you can add anything content. For example, on click you want to change this text. For example, on clicking at this particular button, it should say instead of hi welcome, let's say hi welcome to JavaScript. How you can do that? Okay, same thing. All you can do is here, this one, right? This is the one we are expecting, right? So here click equal to in the double quotes, let's say change text. This method I want to call it. So all you can do is copy this method, come over here, you can write one more function open and close bracket, and this value you want to change, right? So here this one by id, same thing, document dot get element, and this one is what, demo demo. So here it's not value, right? It's the inner HTML. So here you can say inner HTML equal to, let's say welcome to JavaScript world. Okay, so now if you refresh your browser and if you try to click on here, is it not getting changed? No, click to change. Let's try to refresh again. Are we making any mistake? On click, we make a mistake, on click. Okay, so refresh your page. Okay, there you can see welcome to JavaScript world. Okay, it dynamically it does everything. As I said earlier, it completely takes the control of the browser. It can do everything. You might have seen, right? So when Selenium is not able to perform any click operation, you used to click using JavaScript because it does the things at browser level, DOM level. So because of that easiness, you can use the JavaScript. Okay, and also we have seen the last one, something called document writer. For example, instead of this document writer, okay, instead of using this one, let's say we can do something like this: document dot write welcome to JavaScript, welcome to JavaScript. Okay, and protractor. That's it. Save it. Go to your application. Just refresh your page, just click on over here, you can see welcome to JavaScript and protractor. Okay, so every manipulation, every kind of as I said earlier, it may be single object, it may be multiple object, every document, whatever you see, right, it will takes into the control and it does the manipulation. Okay, so this is how you can use a JavaScript. Okay, we'll see in depth how we can make use of it from automation perspective. Okay, we'll see all together, and that's all for this session. Okay, so thanks for joining for this session, guys. Have a good day.